Join me as I try out 12 clever ways to save money when you're feeling broke and desperate. When we're struggling to make ends meet, it can feel like there's no way out. But the truth is, even in the toughest financial situations, there are always ways to cut back and save. You just have to think outside the box and get a little creative. So if you're ready to take control of your finances and start building a safety net, keep watching. One of the biggest challenges we face when we're trying to save money is dealing with unexpected expenses. You know, those car repairs that come out of nowhere, or the medical bills that show up unexpectedly. It's like the universe is conspiring against us to blow our budgets. And on top of that, when we're feeling broke and desperate, it can be hard to resist the temptation to splurge on things that bring us instant gratification. Whether it's a fancy coffee or a night out with friends, it's easy to convince ourselves that we deserve a treat. But the truth is, those treats can add up quickly, and before we know it, we're back in the hole. Another major hurdle we face is the lack of resources. When we're living paycheck to paycheck, it can be hard to find the extra cash to put aside. And even when we do have a little bit of wiggle room in our budgets, it's hard to know where to start. Should we focus on paying off debt or building up our savings? Should we cut back on necessities or try to find ways to make a little extra income on the side? It's overwhelming to say the least. And on top of all that, there's the emotional toll of feeling broke and desperate. It's like we're stuck in a never-ending cycle of stress and anxiety. So how do we break free from that cycle and start building a more stable financial future? That's what we're going to talk about today. I've got 12 clever ways to save money that you can start using right away, even when you're feeling broke and desperate. From simple tweaks to your daily routine to more advanced strategies for cutting costs and increasing income, we're going to cover it all. So buckle up and let's get started. The first way to save money is to start tracking your expenses. I know it sounds simple, but trust me, it makes a huge difference. When you can see exactly where your money is going, you can start to identify areas where you can cut back. And the best part is, you can use a tool as simple as a spreadsheet or a budgeting app to make it happen. The second way to save money is to cancel any subscriptions or memberships you're not using. Think about it. How many times have you signed up for a free trial only to forget about it and get charged month after month? It adds up quickly, and it's a great place to start cutting costs. The third way to save money is to start cooking at home instead of eating out. Now I know what you're thinking, but I hate cooking. But the truth is, it's not that hard, and it can save you hundreds of dollars a month. The fourth way to save money is to shop secondhand. Whether it's thrift stores, online marketplaces, or garage sales, there are tons of ways to find gently used items at a fraction of the cost. And the fifth way to save money is to start using cashback apps. I mean, who doesn't love getting money back on their purchases? It's like free money. The sixth way to save money is to downsize your living situation. Whether it's moving to a smaller apartment or finding a roommate to split the costs, there are tons of ways to reduce your living expenses. The seventh way to save money is to start selling items you no longer need. We all have stuff lying around the house that's just collecting dust. Why not turn it into some extra cash? The eighth way to save money is to use public transportation instead of driving a car. Not only is it cheaper, but it's also better for the environment. The ninth way to save money is to start a side hustle. Whether it's freelancing, babysitting, or dog walking, there are tons of ways to make a little extra money on the side. And the best part is, it can be as flexible or as rigid as you want it to be. The 10th way to save money is to cancel any credit cards with high interest rates. I know, it's hard to cut ties with our favorite credit cards, but if they're not serving us, it's time to say goodbye. The 11th way to save money is to start using a price comparison tool when shopping online. It's like having a personal shopper minus the personal shopper. And the 12th way to save money is to start saving your change. I know it sounds old-fashioned, but it really does add up over time. One of the most impactful money-saving strategies I've found is to start meal planning. I mean, think about it. When you can plan out your meals for the week, you can make a grocery list and stick to it. No more wandering around the grocery store, buying things you don't need. And the best part is, it's not that hard. You can use a tool as simple as a calendar or a meal planning app to make it happen. And another strategy that's been super effective for me is to start using the 50-30-20 rule, where 50% of my income goes towards necessities like rent and utilities, 30% towards discretionary spending, and 20% towards saving and debt repayment. It's not a hard and fast rule, but it's a great guideline to follow. I know, it sounds like a lot, but the truth is, saving money when you're broke and desperate doesn't have to be complicated. It's all about making small changes to your daily routine and being intentional with your money. And the best part is, it gets easier over time. You start to see the savings add up, and the stress and anxiety start to melt away. So don't be discouraged if you don't see results right away. Just keep at it, and remember, every little bit counts. So there you have it, 12 clever ways to save money when you're feeling broke and desperate. I hope you found something on this list that resonates with you and that you can start using right away. And if you're feeling inspired, I'd love to hear about your own money-saving tips and tricks in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out my next video on financial management.